What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chance Ellison.
I'm Russell Howell.
And this is the Notorious by Chance YouTube channel where we review all the stuff in theater. We're a little late on this one, but who are we kidding? You know you didn't see this movie anyways. And we are here to talk about, the Goldfinch.
We are.
A movie that I didn't check the weekend box office, but I'm like 99% sure this bombed.
It probably couldn't have made more than $5 million in the theater.
Opened at number 8 on the weekend box office.
Would it make a less than 5?
I don't know. Let's see what it actually opened at. But why don't you explain it? While I look this up, why don't you explain the movie?
Okay, yeah.
All right. This was the premise, if you can.
Okay, well, pretty much at the beginning of the film, and I think if you guys have seen the trailer, we see this boy is in a museum when there is an explosion. We find out that the boy has lost his mother tragically in an act of terrorism or whatever. I don't know what. I really don't know. They really don't talk about a whole lot of shit that what actually happened in it.
Oh yeah, we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
So I had the numbers. So opened at number 8, $2.6 million.
That's half of what yeah, it makes sense. That's kind of what I thought. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, so
yeah.
This movie got really thrashed. Like the Rotten Tomatoes rating as of right now is a 25%. Does it deserve it? Well, look, I will say in favor of this movie. We're talking about the positives. This movie is shot really well.
Yeah.
The cinematography for this movie is really great. It's Roger Deakins is the DP on this. He was one of the cinematographers of all time, one of the best cinematographers of all time. And you can clearly see, him trying to make this look good.
Yeah, I mean it's smooth. I mean it's Deacon. I mean it's a smooth shot. I mean I like how the film is shot.
Yeah, I mean you also have I think a great score. I think the score is really good.
Yeah. And
I think that's what the positives end for this movie.
Yeah, it's
okay. One more. All the actors trying. They're trying.
They are being a lot more serious than I think this film really is.
Except when they're not. That's the thing. The thing I noticed. Nearly every character in this movie is in a completely different movie.
Yeah, like even Finn Wolfhard, he's
Finn Wolfhard. What cartoon
he's
come out of?
Completely. Why the accent? Why do we need to do that?
Why do we have to make him a Russian exchange student? I'm not sure.
Are we trying to get him as far away from Stranger Things, as possible?
I mean, it works.
It does, but I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for it.
Luke Wilson in this movie is straight up out of something else.
Luke Wilson, I don't think knew what he was signing up for.
I don't think he knew what movie he was actually doing.
Yeah, and it was so random. Sarah Paulson, I'm like, geez.
Sarah Paulson is the random castings.
I was like,
all throughout this movie.
I was just like, okay.
This movie also suffers from, I think, the script for this movie is poor. It's extremely poor.
I mean the no-brainer is 150-minute running time, 2.5 hours. I mean it's
that too. This movie is way too long as of yet. I will say on the script, just the dialogue in this movie is just really bad.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't know, like CW dialogue. You know what I mean?
I see that.
You would see something.
It's stilted. It's awkward. Nobody. Yeah. It's very rare that anybody in this movie talk to each other like an actual human.
Yeah, and it's really and I don't think it suffers from a lack of it doesn't know as a film what it wants to be. It's tone confused, I would say.
It's also in desperate search for a plot.
It is, but I mean they're literally Air Supply making love out of nothing at all, making a film out of nothing at all. You know what I mean?
It's literally making a film out of nothing.
Nothing.
The whole thing, like you said, revolves around this terrorist thing this terrorist bombing happened at the beginning of the movie, and this painting, the Goldfinch, that the main character Ansel Elgort, he takes it at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And that painting, it appears every now and then, but for a lot of it, the painting has nothing to do with the actual plot.
No, and you don't understand the attachment the character has to the painting. There's no, it's not earned. Obviously, it explains it near the back end of the film, but it doesn't earn that.
It's poorly explained why he took it.
Yeah.
It's even worse explained why he didn't give it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. I feel like the execution of that was just poor. I wish they would have explained a little bit more. First off, I assumed from watching the trailer, and I think maybe you did too, I don't think we're going too far out on a ledge here, that we were going to find out why the terrorist attack happened and somehow connect it, maybe.
I would have gone for that. Sure, why not?
Like, not like Babel, but I just want to say,
well,
like,
but like especially
considering
when, when they get into the backstory of this painting, how it came to be in the history this thing has. Like you see some repetition, like some repetitive history here. So it's like, maybe there's like cool like connective tissue going there. Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
the terrorist happened. The terrorist probably happened just because
terrorism's out there, and I'm like, really, and then for the longest time, it's like we're not allowed to see his mom.
No, they show that the scenes in that bombing. Like if you cut the same shots in this movie
from the
if you cut all the time to use the same shot in this movie, you would shave, I swear, like 20-30 minutes off of it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of jumping back
like
and
an hour.
forth.
Jumping back and forth to the point where you don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah.
And like these monumental things happen, like, and you don't even see them. Like the most exciting thing in this movie happens off screen.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, come on. Like, it reminds me of, remember that scene in King of Crystal Skull where Indiana Jones talked about how he served with MI6?
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, this story is more interesting than anything you've showed us in this movie so far.
Yeah.
There's a scene like that in this movie.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I said, this movie is just searching for a plot. It's searching for a reason to be made, and I think the 2.5 hours is so long.
For a lot of it, it's like it's meandering, it's plotless. It's just like a bunch of things that have nothing to do with each other.
And you are looking forward to the third quarter of it because you want to see what the payoff's going to be.
But then you get to that last act, and then they overcorrect to which everything's happening all at once, and just like, space this out.
and then the fact that the payoff isn't what you were even on the same page.
The
that you
payoff
were thinking what it was going to be.
The payoff for this is ridiculous. Like, it's such a letdown.
Yeah, it really is, and it's unfortunate because the trailer does make it look like a good film. Again,
the trailers are really good,
and you're misled. I think you're misled because I'm curious to read the book. I think maybe the book would have a little bit more.
Yeah, look, that's the thing. Like, we thought it was gonna be good. Like, you got John Crowley, who was good. Really good job at Brooklyn. You got an A-list celebrity cast. You got Slugboard. You got Jeffrey Wright. You got Nicole Kidman in this for really no reason at all.
Really no reason. Like, literally no reason.
You got some great young actors. Like, you're not getting, and plus you got the book. You heard the book is good. I don't think either of us have read it.
No.
But it's a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. It's like, you're not gonna get all that talent with some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, especially because Brooklyn was so good too, and
Brooklyn's so good.
To see this, I mean, I'm like, it's just like how you said, Sarah Paulson and Luke Wilson so random in this film, randomly utilized,
and then they just randomly check out.
Yeah, then they're done. Like, literally, he checks out. But anyway, he probably didn't want to be in the film anymore.
He probably didn't. I'm not sure anybody wanted. Well, I'm sure they wanted to be in it, but like, I have a feeling it's like off screen. It's like, oh, why am I doing this?
And that's the other thing. Like, his whole entire motive and stuff like that with his son is kind of stupid, I think, too.
And it also just gets dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we want to do this for you, but we're not going to explain. Like, we know that you're like dealing in like shady things or whatnot, but you're literally in a house where there's like no neighbors, there's nothing going on. Like, there's more to that.
Like, you're living in an abandoned suburb in the middle of a desert,
and you drive a Lexus. Like,
you drive a Lexus. Come on. Where's your money coming from? Come on.
And you're not going to work anytime in this film. You're literally sitting down watching.
Never see what he does for money.
You're watching sports, and he drinks, but he's only drinking beer.
Only beer.
He's a recovering alcoholic.
He's not breaking his sobriety.
It was a liquor only sobriety, so he's only drinking Bud Light.
We can't. We can't with this movie.
No, it's.
I think I'm gonna. This is bullshit. Like, this movie it's one of the worst I've seen this year, and like I could forgive it if they kept an intrigue, but honestly, for a lot of it, just like I can't remember the last time I was this bored watching a movie this year.
There's a lot of times I'm picking up my phone and just randomly just looking at things.
I mean, like I saw it. Like, it was a decent crowd, but it was all old people, and old people will see anything.
Oh, I mean, they'll sit and watch literally paint and dry on a wall for 2.5 hours.
I remember like a cell phone went off in like the middle of this movie. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. I think there was me and probably like 4 other people in that film.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. So yeah, I mean, when rating this movie, I mean, look, I'll say it's shot well. It's shot well. The score is nice. The actors are trying. Granted, they're given some horrible things to say and horrible ways to act, but they're trying at least.
Yeah,
I'll give them that. So regardless, though, I don't think any of those are worth it to. I don't think it's worth to see in the theater. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's worth it to rent it. No. I mean, you could get drunk or high or something and watch it, but you'll still hate it.
You'd fall
asleep. So, yeah. I mean, I got to say, I give this no chance. Don't watch this. Don't go out and spend the money to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first one as a new channel, but yeah, no chance for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and echo that. I was thinking drunk, but then I'm like, you know what? You'd probably fall asleep because you're so bored.
You'd get bored. You would get bored watching this if you were drunk.
I'd say no chance. It's one of those things that's unfortunate because, we say this a lot with films that like end up being bad, that the trailer is just so like the trailer's intriguing. You want to know what's going on and you think that there's going to be an interesting payoff and it's going to get good and it doesn't. And I'm like, there's so much you could have done with this film. I mean, again, you have the book. So again, I don't know what Crowley decided to do with the book and stuff like that, but it's just like,
or what the writer did. I don't think Crowley wrote this, did he?
Well, Crowley didn't write it, but I'm just saying in general, like, I don't know if you like, I'm sure he was on like, I'm sure he read the book, obviously if you're doing the movie, I'm sure you've read the book and you've probably talked to guys of what you want to put in and, include or exclude from the film. It just doesn't pay off for me. So yeah, I'm going to give this one a no chance.
Yeah. So no chance from either of us. Don't see this shit. Don't spend your time.
No, that's no good.
Yeah, the Goldfinch. You see it? What do you think about it? Leave a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Russell, anything you want to plug before we check out?
Yeah, check out our podcast, Notorious by Chance. Join the Facebook group where we put up polls. We're going to get back into it. It's just a little bit of technical difficulties that we've had. We're going to get back into it.
Thanks, Anchor.
Yeah, Anchor has kind of screwed us here, so we're kind of trying to get work around that and get things back to a regular scheduled programming. But join that Facebook group. Listen to wherever you can listen to podcasts. And yeah, we're proud of the work we put out on that one. We work hard on that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited about this new endeavor too, doing all new releases and stuff like that. I think it's going to be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at chance_91. Check out the Schmodown where I compete. And like you said, yeah, join our Facebook group, subscribe to our podcast. We promise we will get back into it at some point. It's just, we're having our publisher's been really screwing us. So it's been hard to get, but trust, we'll get back into it soon. So that's going to do it for us. And we will see you next time.